$68,000 this morning, up 100% in the last year. Let's take a look at some of the trends in the crypto markets. Joining us is Matthew Siegel, head of digital assets research at VanEck. So there are a variety of things that we've tried to correlate with Bitcoin movements and become less and less successful at anything we can just count on, almost. But it does seem that when Trump started moving up in some of the, we just had Caution, and some of the betting sites, it does seem like this most latest run from 57 to almost 70 seems to be correlated with the betting odds improving. Is that fair to say in your view, Matthew?
Yeah, I agree with that. Trump is clearly the more pro-crypto and Bitcoin candidate, and VP Harris has not said a single word on it, so one doubts whether she truly understands it. But to your question about the correlations, the most significant long-term correlations for Bitcoin are a negative correlation with the US dollar and a positive correlation with money supply growth, or M2. So clearly on the latter front, money growth has reaccelerated with the Fed pivot. That may be playing part of a role. Also some sellers exhaustion. The German government and the US government sold spitefully $2 billion worth of Bitcoin in the last couple months. That has eased, and I think the election is helping. Polls are helping.
Why did they do that?
German government seized a couple $1 billion of Bitcoin in a crime and sold it in August because they don't like it.
Because they don't like it. You just said spitefully. I wondered why you had that. Is that an adjective or an adverb? I don't know. It's maybe an adverb. Couldn't a correlation with the money supply explain why it seems to be just totally correlated with risk assets? If there's a lot of liquidity, risk assets seem to go up. Therefore, Bitcoin seems to go up and down. It doesn't seem to be a safe haven with risk assets. It seems to move totally correlated with the NASDAQ or the Magnificent Seven or whatever.
The correlations change over time. Over a 10-year time horizon, the NASDAQ correlation with Bitcoin is a 0.19, quite low. Over the last 3 months, it's a 0.5, and that's a 2.5-year high. And that may be keeping some allocators on the sideline because they want to see it fall. Our bet is that this is a very bullish setup for Bitcoin into the election. We saw the exact same pattern in 2020 where Bitcoin lagged with low volatility. And then once a winner was announced, we had a high vol rally as new buyers come into this market. And that's the great thing about Bitcoin is that every day there's new buyers being born. It's kind of like the video game industry. The olds who hate it die off. The new folks are buying it. And what we think is that once the election result is finalized, Moody's is going to downgrade U.S. sovereign debt. And that could be a catalyst for Bitcoin to catch up.
Doesn't gold correlate with the dollar and with M2 as well? And gold and Bitcoin seemed like the correlation broke down a couple of times recently.
Bitcoin is a chameleon. Its correlations change over time. It's hard to predict what it's going to be correlated with over the short term, over the long term.
But you really say it's because of the 21 million and it's fixed amount is out there, therefore the debasement of the currency favors that. I mean, that's...
Yeah, it's
some people call that fairy dust.
It's a non-U.S. asset. It's an emerging markets asset. And while we were all hyperventilating about the election over the last week, BRICS had a conference in Russia. There's 6 new members of BRICS this year. So BRICS GDP is now greater than the combined GDP of G7. Of the 6 new members, 3 of them, Argentina, the UAE, and Ethiopia, are now mining Bitcoin with government resources. So there is tremendous urgency outside of the U.S. to find a way to circumvent the irresponsible fiscal policy that we've been running here in the U.S. In fact, Russia announced an initiative. Their sovereign wealth fund is going to invest in a regional initiative to build Bitcoin mining and AI infrastructure throughout BRICS with an idea of settling global trade in Bitcoin. So look, someday, I don't know if it's 5 years, 10 years, Putin's going to die. We're going to look to reintegrate some of these countries into the world financial system, and they're going to be trading with Bitcoin. What are we going to be doing?
Oh, okay. I'm good. All right. Oh, you guys are awesome. I love that you guys are on point. Yes, I am not muted now. Thank you, Headband. All right. So, no, it's not you. No, yes. Crypto Naughty, I think your ears were, no, I just had my mic muted. So what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to show that quick clip again. I know we showed it the other day, but I just loved Matthew's explanation of how this, the outlook of this market, it just in the thesis and where we are headed. And it's bullish. We have super high demand. The volume is in, and we are just like 1% away from Bitcoin's all-time highs. And right now, we are just like super volatile, guys. Like, I don't know if you've been watching the charts right now, but this is why you're coming to this channel, because we're going to analyze what is happening on the macro, the micro. We're going to go into the news. We're going to, analyze the election. We're going to go, and as you can see, I did vote. I voted. And if you've been watching this channel long enough, I'm sure you guys know who I voted for at this point. but yeah, I think there's just some interesting things happening. So we're gonna analyze the charts, and we hope you guys are having a fantastic day. But please hit the like button. I see that we only have 4 likes right now, so we definitely got to get the likes up. We got to get the likes up past 10. It's the only way that YouTube is going to get me out of the shadow ban black box, I think, that I've been put in. So let's see if we can battle the algorithm. Because right now, yeah, it's only showing 3 likes. So we got 11 people in here. We got to get some more likes on the docket. Oh, I got less likes. Okay, so they just unliked the video. Okay, so that's cool. Yeah, just please keep unliking the video. Okay, there we go. They went down and then they went up. See, this is what I'm talking about. YouTube is just playing some freaking games, guys. YouTube is playing those games. I don't know what's going on, but they're playing some mass games right now. All right, so make sure you guys are following me on the Discord as well. We did not link up the Discord with the group here, so let's make sure we get everyone in. Make sure you come in here too and let yourselves be known in the Discord, because this is where you guys are going to get to know each other and know who watches this channel and make some new friends. I mean, this is the whole point of this community. You come in here, we learn, we train in the dojo. There's sections in here that need some love. They need some love. I mean, you can even come in here and do a shill zone where you found the next big token. I don't know, but the rules are the shill room is that it has to be at least have over 2,000 or 3,000 Twitter followers, and then it has to have at least, I think the rule was it was like $2 million market cap. I can't remember. We set it at a certain market cap, where we're like, it has to have a certain market cap before it gets in the shill zone. But either way, we want you guys to come in and hang out in the chat and just make yourselves be known, and post some memes, please. Post your favorite memes. That one's ridiculous. That one popped up on my timeline. I could not help myself. It's ridiculous. I had to send that to my wife. All right, so I thought this was interesting. So Roaring Kitty, the Roaring Kitty, I don't know if this is the actual Roaring Kitty account. Looks like it is. Okay, yeah, okay, so this is the official Roaring Kitty account. It said, Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu is really dangerous. And I said, I'll pick being in danger. Because in Murad's list, he said the SPX is one of those 7 meme coins that will lead this super cycle. What are the other 6? And Murad said Gigas, which is the Giga Chad, Apu, which is the Pepe meme. The one that is actually memed kind of almost more than the actual original Pepe meme is the Apu meme. And then you have PopCat, which is the Solana cat meme coin. And you have Mog, which is another cat coin, but it's primarily on... I know, I'm like, dangerous. I'm like, what is this crap? When I saw that, I was like, oh, that makes me want to buy it even more. But yeah, so we got Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, 10 in that list, and Retardio. And so I just found that fascinating. I don't know. But yeah, dangerous. The ticker is always Bitcoin. And the ticker is always actually Bitcoin because we are super bullish. Oh, I don't know why I just floated up in the screen. All right, there we go. All right, so we're always super bullish on Bitcoin. But I don't know, are you bullish on being a piece of trash? Because Biden thinks we're all trash. He thinks we're all garbage. So there's a statement that Biden made on a press conference or something like that where he was like, you guys are all garbage. So it's just like, it's like the United States of garbage. You're all garbage and unconscionable. And then I love that David Gokhshtein said, I identify as garbage. Well, you going to turn that garbage into garbage can. You need to... We all can and be a garbage can because we can do like we do. I sound like Harris right now. I'm like, if my values of the American people attributed to my values of being middle class and the hope and the dream of values that I was talking about previously when we were talking about that thing I was talking about, that we strive for that thing that I was striving for, where we all come together and we the people, you know. I just like that. When you listen to an interview with this lady, with that lady Harris, that is exactly how she sounds. She never lands the plane. Like, I thought I was bad. I know sometimes I might have some trouble landing the plane. My wife would probably tell you, like, she's like, just land the plane, dude. Just like, what, get to the freaking point. But I don't know. I should be. Oh my God. I just thought it was so funny. And then Jim Cramer, I love this. This was when Bitcoin was sitting at 16,000 at the bottom. Bless me. Woo! Sorry, guys. Headphone users wrecked. Headphone users are wrecked. All right, so let's play this clip of Cramer. This is good. This is fantastic. And like I said, guys, you gotta hit the like button. You have to share this stream out to the world. I have talked about Trump too many times on my channel, and they don't like it. For example, when you type in Trump, Joe Rogan search in YouTube for search, it just comes up with clips. It comes up with clips. It doesn't actually come up with the actual full podcast. So I can't even imagine if I ever even put any type of Trump rhetoric in my channel or on a thumbnail. Oh my God, they're just like, and I'm talking about crypto? God, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm setting myself up for am I setting myself up for failure? I don't know. You tell me. But this is hilarious. This is why you inverse Cramer anything.
I do think you're an idiot. Okay? I think that everybody who owns these various coins, Solana, Litecoin, I do think you're an idiot. Okay? I did not go to college to get stupid. These people who own these things should not own them. I think that everybody who owns these various corns...
These various corns? I love that he said corns. He's like, these various corns. All these corns. That is so good. All these various corns. All right, so this is live footage of crypto holders this year at the Thanksgiving dinner with the family who panic sold at 20K last year. That's going to be the look. What are you smirking at? Oh, nothing. Nothing. And then they're like, well, all your stuff eventually goes to zero. And you're like, that's a lie. Like, that's a lie. All right, guys. All right, check this out. the altcoin market is kind of middle ground here. I'm seeing some things like Caspa kind of went down. This is on the daily, but I'm seeing something here. We got DeFi. I think like DeFi might be coming back. Lots of different types of corns out there. There's a lot of different Bitcoins out there. It's so funny. The old Bitcoin. All right, so I think DeFi is coming back, guys. I think DeFi is coming back. Look, Maker, Aave. Look at this Chainlink. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is happening? Is DeFi coming back? Is DeFi making a comeback? Are people going to start self-custodian their Bitcoin again? Did FTX and Voyager and Celsius and all that stuff scare you enough? Now that you're finally all in on MetaMask and Phantom, let's go. Is that what's happening? I think that's what's happening. But I love it. I'm here for it. I am totally here for it. All right, so let's see what's happening on the 5-minute. And also, let's get into Bitcoin because holy crap, guys. We just hit the top of the wedge. We just hit the top of this descending wedge that we just hit from the almost breaking the all-time high at 73,005. Oh my God. Guys, and no one cares. No one cares right now. What's happening right now? I feel like I'm going insane. Does anyone else feel like that? I feel like I'm going crazy because no one cares. No one gives a crap about Bitcoin right now, and it's at all-time highs. What the heck is going on? What the hell is going on? I mean, something's happening. I don't know what it is. But something's wrong. The MACD's bullish. The RSI's bullish. We didn't dump. I don't know. I don't know what else to. I don't know. I don't know what else to do, guys. But just to be in this market right now and to be trading this market because we're something's about to happen. I don't know what, but I feel like it's about to be a pump. I feel like we're about to get a 75K Bitcoin here. I know we just got rejected right here. Also right here. But look, guys. Look at these wicks. Let me take the band off so you can see it. Look at this. Let me full screen it. Hold on. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm feeling this. I don't know about you guys, but I'm seeing a little test here. And then we start to go. The ETF inflows the past couple of days have been astronomical. They've been increasing. Just yesterday on the 29th, we had $870 almost $1 billion of inflows on the ETF for Bitcoin. This is substantial. This is substantial. IBIT had 642 million. So total, look at this. It's crazy. And so we're coming into some heat right now. We're coming into some heat. This could be a real bullish test right here, but let's see what's going on with the trades because we put in some trades and some of them are looking a little bearish, but most of them are looking pretty bullish. We got out of the Mines of Delarnia trade, took full profit. We took all profit on that, so that was a successful trade. We thought that we were getting a little bit exhausted at 15 cents, so we took the profit. We took the profit on there. Ah. Where's our... There we go. Hitting all the wrong buttons. We took profit at 50, we were taking profit at 15 cents, 15.32. And so now we're just kind of going to see with the breakdown of Bitcoin here. Oh, nope, we got the bounce. That's what I was looking at. This is what I was like, this is what I'm feeling in my bones and my jellies, that we get a bounce on this right here. I was feeling it, guys. It looked like a perfect setup, this little wedge here, because like sometimes these can go bearish and they can go to the downside. They can pull down and go back down, right down to the previous support right here. And I'm feeling like more so that we're going to get the opposite. Like we're going to get this time. We're going to get a nice push. But I don't know. I could be wrong. But it's looking more like this. This is good. I like it. But we went back into Solana just earlier today because we were looking at the chart and we're like, okay, if Bitcoin starts to really pump, then we do want to be positioned. And we got kind of smacked a little bit on that one. Not too bad. But we're actually hitting the take. We're gonna hit that take profit, I think, at 200. Solana is just bound to just pop here to the top of this band. The top of this band, it started to squeeze. Look, squeeze in, and then it's gonna pop to that $200 here pretty soon. Doge, we got in a little too, the ticker Bitcoin trade that we were in, that one got liquidated. This particular Doge trade we thought was going to really start to run if Bitcoin was going to actually break and tear through all-time highs. So we were ready to try and have that, we were ready to take that momentum. And luckily, this one didn't get liquidated because it got so dang close. And so we have to basically ride this trade all the way back up into 17 cents. And if it starts to trade with some strength right here, we might add into it. And then we can ride it up to our take profit, which was originally at the 20 cents to 22 cent range. I know. Are you laughing at me, Headband? All right, and then so here we still have the Pepe trade open, we have the Litecoin trade open, and then obviously the Bitcoin trade open. These are the ones that we are banking on for the breakout and going to be adding to these trades. They are in profit, and we are going to hopefully trade on some more momentum. But here it's looking like we are going to get another push on Delarnia, Mines of Delarnia. This thing, when it starts to go, like I said, it starts to really go. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna lower that lev on here because it was a little risky, especially if we get a dump on Bitcoin. We can not be too high up, and we're going to limit this open long. We'll see if we get said as a little bit of slippage, but we'll see what happens. Because it's doing some things here. But guys, hit the like button if you like the live trading. Active order. We got on Mines of Delarnia at 1531. We're at 15. Boom. Just cleared that order partially filled, fully filled. And now we're back in the trade. And because look at the volume. Volume's coming in. We broke down enough. We're starting to trade over that at that point, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We could get smacked. Oh, I didn't change my leverage? Oh no. Why did it do that? Let's see if we can change it. Oh, okay. Yeah, it put way too much margin in, and then also, okay, and then okay. All right, so it switched it up. All right, hopefully we're gonna this because it's looking good. It's looking bullish. It's still looking bullish. It still didn't hit our target yet, so we just exited out kind of early because we wanted to make sure we were solidifying profits. But if you look at the inverse head and shoulders here, I mean, if we just break back up to the neckline, then that's the target, is 17 cents. Target is 17 cents, so we're still going to add that as our take profit target for 17 cents, and that would be good. 17 cents. Take profit. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Let's check on Bitcoin right now. It's getting the bounce. It's getting the bounce. If you guys are still with me, make sure you go and watch my video that I posted earlier this morning. After watching this one. Oh my gosh, these trades. Lordy. They're getting way too close. They're getting way too close to these levels, man. Oh my gosh. Way too close. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, so let's go through a little bit of the news. Let's go through what's happening in the news, and make sure you guys are hitting the like button again. We got 13 people on x.com. Make sure if you're watching on x.com, you know you can put in the chat and you can say hello. I want to know who's watching. I want to know who are the X watchers. Who are the X watchers? Okay, we got Headband. I see he's from X. Who else is watching? Please let me know. I really want to know who you are. I want to know who you are. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to mention this. This is we all identify as garbage. The Harris and Rogan podcast negotiations are still in effect. We have 5 days until the election, and it is a possibility that we get Harris and Joe Rogan together, but Kamala's team, their stipulations is that they would not do it in Austin. They would have to do it at a specific location, and it would only be for an hour. That's it. And so, I mean, I don't even know if she could last an hour, because she tried to do this 25-minute interview with Fox, and it was like atrocious. I mean, just right off the rip, she was rude, condescending, didn't answer the question, skirted around everything. It was just a nightmare. And they were talking over each other. I mean, did you guys watch that Fox interview? It was so bad. I mean, it just revealed exactly who this woman is. And it's just bad. It's so bad. I don't know how anyone who was thinking about voting for Harris would watch that and then be like, yeah, I'm going to vote for that woman. It's that bad. It might be that bad that people who were voting for her are now going to vote for Trump because they don't want to feel like, what did I just do? Because this lady is not smart. Like, she really she has, like, they keep saying low IQ, but the more you watch her, this lady's low IQ. She did this thing at a rally where everyone was shouting, Kamala, Kamala, Kamala. And then she's like, all right, now chant your own name. And everyone was like, and then one guy was like, Mike, Timmy, Janice. But no one did it. Everyone went silent, and they were like, that doesn't make any sense. She has no, like, social cue. Like, it's just not there. And it's really bad. It's very cringe. If you want to talk about cringe, that's the cringe. Is someone who is posing to be a hard-working American, like, middle class, fear and wearing jargon, talking I don't know. She's so fake, and I can't take it. It's really bad. It's really bad. And then you got Biden up there basically calling everyone trash. It's like, this is the administration that has tried to gas... Yeah, Eugene! Shout your name! Shout your name in a stadium full of people all shouting their own names. What kind of... I don't even know what to compare it to. It's its own breed of thing. That is its own breed of thing, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't mean to be mean or anything like that. It's just like, when it's just at this point, it's like, it's just so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. All right, well, I thought this was hilarious because on X.com, what's trending right now is in political figures is cheating. There's 179,000 posts right now that have to do with cheating. All right, election 2024 update. Northampton County Courthouse, Pennsylvania. Man spotted dropping off and a massive amount of ballots at Northam, PA last night. The man in the video is from Rhode Island. Why is he in Pennsylvania? This is a big bin of ballots. Look. And this thing hasn't been community noted yet. Look at this crap. And it's just like, it's oh my gosh. All right, let's see if there's any more. Let's see if there's any more video. Oh, there's one. Democrats are now burning ballots in Washington and Oregon. The FBI is now investigating. Look, I don't even know, why is there a ballot drop boxes like this? That's so crazy. Look at that. Insane. Craziness. Yep, I guess that's why cheating is trending right now. But the thing is I have this theory, guys. I have this theory. I have a theory. I think that the deep state, has lost the opportunity to flag something before the election, like we have 5 days. I mean, what are they going to do in 5 days? Trump's going to win the election, but I think they're letting him win. If they're going to let him win, I think ultimately they have something planned afterwards. I could be crazy. I could be absolutely insane. But I feel like if I've been able to study how the system works, that we've had a president have just been picked previously and placed, and from years and years and years, it's been like that. Probably since our last true president, John F. Kennedy. From that moment on, we've had plants, we've had placements, we've had people put in power, not voted for, but put in power. And I think for the first time ever, Trump was the only president in that for those 4 years in 2016 to 2020 where a president wasn't put and placed. Now, this time, we could actually be voting in the president by true numbers. But I think at this point, their cheating mechanisms are probably not going to work as strongly as they did the last time. 300,000 ballots is coming out of nowhere overnight. Some stupid shit like that. And then, But I think what's going to happen here is they're letting Trump win to then make him be the fall guy for something that the deep state has been planning as their plan B. You don't think the deep state has a plan B, C, D, E, F, G if something doesn't pan out, if indeed the system that is actually going against the deep state actually gets a leg up? Because it's not all just death, turmoil, and subversion of the deep state for tens and decades. It can't always win. They can't always win, guys, okay? That's what you have to understand. That's why you have to have the hope, the optimism, the will, the strength, the determination to fight for something. And we will get a leg up on the system. But right now, there's something really interesting happening. I feel like they're going to let him win. They're going to let him win. Because there's something fishy going on. Something real fishy going on. I can feel it. All right. Let's use the last portion of this let's use the last like 10 minutes to go through and check on the portfolio. All right, so as of now, if we refresh the portfolio, we're up about $335, so that's good. So best performer being Kendu, and this portfolio we built live, and we wanted to show you guys what a $5,000 to $6,000 portfolio can look like with exposure to some of the most popular narratives right now in crypto. Now, if you're new to crypto, a lot of these you're not going to know about. If you're new, you're probably not going to know about PayPay yet. You're not going to, maybe you've seen Ponky on like TikTok or Instagram, but you don't know that it's a token yet. Same thing with Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10. Maybe you've seen this interesting Sonic character combined with Harry Potter, and you're just like, what the hell is that? And then maybe you've been seeing Brett in these sporting events sponsored by this blue toad thing. See, this is the thing. These will eventually get into retail's brains, but we're here already first. So this is why we're building this portfolio out, because we know that in our bubble, this is what the market has been picking as the strong narratives in the tokens. And so narratives that are strong right now, AI, gaming, crypto gaming, and the memes. That's it. It's super, and then now, right now is Bitcoin, because of my portfolio is heavy with the King BTC. Yeah, so but this is the thing. This portfolio is actually heavy BTC. It's the highest holding. So in this portfolio, we actually said, look, we're going to put like minimum, $1,500 to $2,000 in Bitcoin as a store of value, as a protection on the account. And then we're going to go a little bit, and below that have Ethereum. You're going to need Ethereum to interact in DeFi to be able to move your money around on chain with whatever chain you're using, whether it be the base chain, whether it be Linnea, whether it be all the different ones, Optimism, whatever it may be, you're going to need ETH. And so we have a big portion of ETH. And then, in my opinion, these are the tokens and meme coins that I have chosen as the strongest runners that I think are going to just do extremely well in 2025. And then you have some DeFi stuff. You got some DeFi apps like Stargate Finance, which is super bullish, sneaky token. Tokens like this on altcoin seasons can go up 30, 60, 70% on the daily. And so this is why you want to have a little bit of exposure in something like Stargate Finance or the Aave, MakerDAO, Rocket Pool ETH, whatever. Just any kind of platform that is providing dApp services that people are going to use. And so Then you got Solana. Obviously, I don't have to go too deep into Solana, but Solana is just trucking up along with BNB under to compete with Ethereum because it's its own thing. It's its own blockchain. It's its own type of thing. Operates similar to Ethereum, but it's not Ethereum. And so, and then this is where the memes are being traded right now. There's a lot of volume in this chain right now. And it's just a solid hold. And then keep going down. You got AVAX for the gaming ecosystem. AVAX is so cheap right now. And then Dogecoin is just like I think that, not financial advice at all. You guys obviously know this, but Dogecoin, if you look at what has happened in the trend search for Dogecoin, it's a representation of when retail's back in. When Doge starts to go to $1 or 75 cents, that's going to be the new established like buying zone for retail. They're not going to come in like they did before at 25 cents or 30, they're going to come in at 75 cents and $1 because that's how it is with relative to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin right now is at all-time highs and retail doesn't give a rip. Bitcoin goes to 80K, 90K, then retail's going to buy that. That's the new established range because it's right at the bottom of the banana zone of a bull run in a halving cycle. This is what you have to wrap your head around. It's a different type of market structure, but rhyming off of previous data and how the halving years work. So you have to study this. And so having a piece of Dogecoin is like having the retail bet of going back into memes and going back into investing. If they've been sidelined this whole time. And so then we've talked about Metis as a bullish layer 2 for Ethereum. Totally go wild in that ecosystem. When Ethereum is pumping, Metis is pumping. So we're just like, let's have a piece of Metis. You can buy Metis in Coinbase. You can buy Metis across DeFi. You can it is fast too. Honestly, Metis is the fastest transaction speeds out of any layer 2. I'll bet money on it. I sent out Metis out of one of my exchanges and got it in my wallet in less than 10 seconds. It's like the moment I sent the transaction, boom, it was there. I was like, whoa, that's actually really fast. And so, and then Litecoin, speaking of transactions and throughput, like Litecoin is going to be the oscillating representation of the altcoin season and the altcoin market when Litecoin is at $200 or more, which it will be because in every single bull market, bull run, Litecoin has gone insane. It just does the same thing. It goes into a parabola that's like a banana, and then it peaks, and then it goes back down. So once you start to see Litecoin at $300, $400, I think at this peak of this cycle, because last time it got almost as high as $500, I think Litecoin can easily get to $600, especially because of the bullish news of it being offered through Fidelity. That's $15 trillion in assets under management with Fidelity, and you can now get Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. That's bullish as hell. And so, yeah, I won't go more into this because I want you guys to watch the video that I released. I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but this portfolio has great exposure across. You got your oracles, you got Chainlink. Like someone said, what's the Chainlink target in this cycle? I think we could easily hit $150 per Chainlink. I think there's going to be some sell pressure at $50. That the all-time high was 53, and there probably will be some sell pressure at $100 as well. But I think if Bitcoin is truly at $350,000 per Bitcoin, Chainlink at 150 is easy. That's easy. Super easy. Yeah, this portfolio has exposure to two different major chains, Solana, Ethereum. But you notice, I don't have any Cardano in here. I could probably add Cardano as a hedge bet to be like, okay, people beat down on Cardano. It's been beaten down. It's the only altcoin that hasn't performed as well as everything else. It's down. It gets made fun of, but just might go to $3. Just might go to $3 again. We'll see. But I'm choosing to not do that. I'm choosing to not hold it. And then Turbo, I've thought about investing in Turbo, but instead of going into Turbo, I'm going into Wojak. So I am building up my Wojak bag because I think Wojak is a perfect pick to go alongside Pepe. It's like when Pepe was doing really well, Wojak was doing really well as well. I actually bought Pepe and Wojak at the exact same time in 2023, 2022, whatever year they came out. So people don't, but the thing is they don't understand them. But then I think that ultimately why Chainlink pumped so hard during the last cycle is because of DeFi. DeFi summer and DeFi, because of Binance Smart Chain, BNB went from $40 to $700. It went up 1,000%. So along with that, the mechanisms of Chainlink, I think, and what it's used for, ultimately pump the price as well. So I think if we do have that same type of DeFi run, like we would with Solana compared to BNB, we have Solana go up, similar like what BNB did, because now it being at you got to think about it. BNB didn't go up that fast in one day. It took 5 months. It went from January to August. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. It was like, I think, January, February, March, April, May. I think it was like April, May, June. I can't remember exactly what month it was, but it was about 5 or 6 months. 5 months. Then it went 1,000%. So this is what you have to think about when in terms of Solana. Solana starts to go up and get to $800 per Solana. It's going to have that similar run because of the interaction of DeFi with Solana. People are buying Solana because they want to interact in the dApps. They want to buy whatever the meme is, whatever the next meme. Then when they take profits on those memes, it rotates back into Solana. I don't know if I'm speaking craziness to you guys here, but you know. All right, let's check on the trades. Let's hope let's hope they didn't get rocked. Oh, okay, we're safe. We're safe. Okay, we're not safe on the Mines of Delarnia trade though. We're a little rocked on this one. But maybe just in case this thing starts to just like break down, then we're going to set a stop loss. So let's set a stop loss at, let's see, because we want to protect it. We don't want to lose too much money. We don't want to lose too much. So if we do a stop loss, let's see, let's just do a percentage stop loss. We'll just do percentage stop loss at, let's see, 20, would 20% be adequate? Okay, 20%, we'd lose 42. Risk to reward ratio, take profit. We don't want any take profit. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, let's cancel that. We do want the take profit at 17 cents. But it's looking like it might actually start to break down right to that stop loss, which is at, we'll see. All right, let's just do it. All right, percentage 20. Just do it. Okay. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see. We had our multi-chart set. I like using DexSchooner now with this multi-chart set. We have all our favorite meme coins all in one little spot. We got Pay, we got Ponky, we have Orc, we have Bitcoin, ticker Bitcoin, Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Inu, we have Wojak, we have Pepe, we have Kendu Inu, and we have Brett. These are going to be what pumps our entire portfolio. I do very much believe so. And what's so interesting is that they're very different charts. They're very different charts. Look at this chart, ticker Bitcoin chart. This is the most bullish one out of all of them, I think, and especially because it's as old as it is. Because you look at something like Wojak. Look, June. Let's see. This is the Uniswap. Let's see, May 2023. Look, April, May 2023. Look at Pepe. Look, April, May 2023. Okay? Do you see what I'm showing you here now? Okay? Look at Ponky. This was last year, beginning of the last year. But then Pepe, this is a newer token. Same with ORC. Similar time frame, July 2024, June, July 2024. So a lot of these tokens are very similar in launch. Where's I think March. Yeah, this was actually in March, February for Brett. And then Kendu, similar time frame. I like looking at these tokens like this. It keeps it simple. It keeps it very, very simple. Pepe, Ponky, ORC, Pepe, Wojak, ticker Bitcoin, Kendu, Inu, Brett. And what's so, you would think, okay, you're just talking about these coins because it's coins that you own. No, that's not why. That's not why I'm talking about them. I truly believe because of the way that the market is responding, these are going to be the ones that perform the best. Not because I'm holding them, but because that's just, even if I wasn't holding them, I would see something like Wojak and be like, oh, that's got to do well. I mean, like, look at the narrative that it's behind. Then Pepe. And then you look at the trading volume and you look at the support and you're like, oh, okay. I kind of understand now. But what we need right now, guys, I think I want to find out whoever's selling Bitcoin right now and strangle them. Whoever's selling Bitcoin right now, do you not understand where we are? Are you like, what's wrong with you? Okay, hold on. Headband says, which one of those is going to be higher? Why not just all in that one? Okay, because you can't put your eggs all in one basket, Headband. As much as I like Pepe and probably would pick, to be honest, I'd probably pick ticker Bitcoin or Pepe. If I were to pick out of this list of something that I would want to go all in on, it would probably be Pepe or ticker Bitcoin. That's just my personal opinion. Now, but why would I be building the same amount of bags for these other tokens? Is because I don't know for sure. So, but what I do know is that all of these tokens are playing off of different narratives. They're not some like wishy-washy narrative token or something that came out 2 weeks ago or something that's just funny for a month and then it's not funny anymore. That's not what these tokens are. That Wojak represents a long-standing meme. Pepe represents a long-standing meme and character narrative and memes of the whole of meme coins. And then Ponky is going off of that very similar narrative, but with a monkey. So I don't know. I just feel like there's different levels of certainty that I have for these coins. Kendu Inu being one that's playing off the dog narrative. There's a lot of dog tokens. You got your dog with hat. You got all these poochies out there. But the Kendu for me is the one that I resonate with the most. But I get why wouldn't I just pick one, go all in? But yeah, you can't have all your eggs in one basket. And then it's fun. You're a holder. You're then a holder. You're like, yeah, I got a little bit of that. I got a little bit of this. But for real, I think but to be honest, if I was like, okay, what would I go all in on? Like it would be ticker Bitcoin and Pepe, because those are the two those are the two projects that they just make so much sense of being multi-cycle coins. Like, I feel like some of these coins are not going to be multi-cycle. They don't have what it takes to be multi-cycle. And so I'm kind of going off that. I want to make sure I'm picking multi-cycle stuff. Oh my gosh. Man, the charts right now, Bitcoin is just doing some freaking stuff, guys. All right, so look. Let's look at the daily. Okay, so we clearly broke out of the inverse head and shoulders. We're sitting on this key like resistance, but that can flip into support once we start to crush through these ranges here. Once we crush through and break like we just did with a nice green candle, going back up to test through, we got to break this. This is what we have to break. We break 72.4 again hard, then it's off. We're off to the races. This is the only thing that's holding us back right now. That's what's holding us back right now. Look, the bands are getting pinched up at the top of the all-time highs. The Bollinger Bands are pinched at all-time highs at the top of this range. Oh my gosh, guys. I really hope I'm right that this is what is happening here and we get another push. It could be in the cards. I was right the other day. I was telling you guys we were going to start to break up. The Asian markets were looking bullish. They was like, "No, we're not going to go bearish this time." And indeed, Asian markets sustained Bitcoin, and the ETF buying pressure sustained our price at this range right now. You know how many times we've been rejected at 69,000 for the past couple months? So many times, an annoying amount of times. And so this was so overdue. This was overdue. It's been overdue for a long time. So now it's time. We're establishing a range now that is between 73 and 76K. That's the next target in the parabola right here that we're creating, which is 76K. Up past that, we break that, we're going to 80K. This is what I'm seeing in the immediate short term. This is why we're positioned. We're positioned in our trades. Some of them are getting a little rocked a little bit, but we feel like if we keep this momentum, we will break this. I mean, look at this. We're sitting at the double top right here that brought us back down to 54,000. Look at this. 1, 2. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. We break this. We break that. It's over. It's off. The train's leaving. No, Bitcoin's not going below 69K again, guys. Just so you know, you heard it on this channel. Bitcoin's not going below 69K again. Look in my eyes when I'm talking to you. I'm like, look at me. I'm the captain now. Harry's like, look at me. Bitcoin's never going below 69K. All right? Just look at me when I speak to you. Oh my gosh. Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu is dangerous. That's hilarious. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. I don't know. Do you guys got any questions, answers, discussions, debates, revelations that you want to reveal to me before we leave? I would love to know. I would love to know. Well, let me be clear. It is the meme that I hold the most of. So technically I am all in. Yeah, where did that just come from? Did you guys hear that? That ba-bum? I'm curious if you actually heard it through the computer. I think you probably did. Bitcoin, ticker Bitcoin #1. Okay. Scuba Gerbil said Ponky looking ready to blast off. I was thinking Scuba Gerbil, we need to actually, I think we need to create that coin. We need to create it. Because I think it's brilliant. I mean, no, I don't think anyone's made the Scuba Gerbil yet. And also it being called Cuba, which is the play off of the Cuba Gooding Jr. Movie where he plays the diver. Hilarious. I think it's so funny. I think we could do a community launch here on Dano Crypto. We launch the token as the Dano crew, as the Dano Dojo crew. And we see what happens. We can build this thing from scratch. I know we've jokingly talked about it, but what if it ends up becoming the most bullish gerbil on crypto Twitter? Well, I've done enough research now where at this point anyone can... Oh, they'll get it. I think they'll get it but the thing is, they don't have to get it. Do you think people get smoking chicken fish? Shout out to Headband, smoking chicken fish. Do you think people understand smoking chicken fish? No, it's a damn smoking chicken fish. No one needs to understand anything. It says to make them laugh. Yeah, bro, it's the gerbil cycle after the frogs. You got the frogs, the dogs, the cats, the monkeys, and then you get the gerbils coming in hot. All right, anything else, guys? Come on, I know you guys are grifting. I know we got grifters on this channel. It's almost like you're embarrassed that you want to reveal yourself that you're watching my channel. It's okay. You don't have to be embarrassed. It's okay. That's like some people that I run into locally in town. Like they'll say, "Oh, I saw your crypto stuff." I'm like, "Where did you see it?" They're like, "On Facebook." I'm like, "Well, did you click on it? Did you watch it?" Like, I'm like, people don't care about crypto at all. I ask people all the time whenever I do little side gigs and stuff because I'm an audio-visual technician, audio-visual engineer. So I'll do gigs here and there, running sound. Setting up shows or playing the show also. And I always, off the rip, just say, what do you think about Bitcoin? Do you have any Bitcoin? Do you have any crypto? And mostly it's always a no. Or they're kind of like, but really mostly it's not like, oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah, Bitcoin. Oh yeah. And it's not like that. It's never like that at all. Mostly they're like, they laugh. And then spit kind of comes out of their mouth, and then it hits you in the eyes, and you're like, ugh. You're like, I was just trying to ask you about crypto, bro. Why are you spitting in my face? And then there you go. It's just like Crypto Chris says. He's like, people were spitting in my face, laughing, spitting in my face. Are we breaking down? Are we breaking down? 70, here we come. You get that. Hold on, wait. I was a buy of Doge in 2014 and 15 at 0.000007, and it's due to get back to 70 cents. Oh, I thought you were talking about Bitcoin. I was like, no. No, we're staying at these levels, dang it. I don't want to go any lower. Oh, I think we're doing it. Are we doing it? Are we doing the thing that I was just talking about? I think we are, guys. I think we are. I don't know why I started whispering. I think I've had too much coffee. But guys, look. Check it out. It's freaking happening. The thing that I just said. We either were going to have a bearish, I gave you my bearish case scenario, we break, down to 70K, or we keep this momentum going and we break up here, this direction. And because the bands are tightening, they're squeezing right now. They're squeezing. Oh, baby. I feel like I want to add to the Bitcoin long. I want to just be so degenerate and add to the Bitcoin long. Should we do it, guys? Should we do it? Do we have any more liquidity to even do that? No, we have 4. Okay, yeah, let's put 4. Let's put 4 USDT limited into our Bitcoin trade. Let's do it. We're up 33% on this, which is great. Low lev, entry price 67.5. Oop. Can we not do it with that minimum? Oh, did not catch it. Let's see, market. I might not let us do it with that. We might have to have a minimum of 10, actually. Let's see. Oh, it's still not. Nope, that's not letting us. Maybe we don't have. Oh, we thought we did. Okay, yep. Well, I guess we ran. Yep. I think all of the liquidity that we had left that we transferred in, we put it on the Mines of Delarnia trade. So how about this? When Mines of Delarnia starts to pump again and we actually take profit, then we're gonna take those profits that we made and we'll run it into Bitcoin. How about that? There we go. Now that's a good strategy. I think that would be a good strategy. But guys, I'm telling you, like, I'm ready for this thing. This thing is going to start ripping. Our take profit on Litecoin. I think Litecoin's going to really surprise everyone. People are so bearish on Litecoin. They don't understand. And we're going to be taking about 2K profit off of this Litecoin trade. And then on the Bitcoin trade, we're going to be taking $10,000 on our Bitcoin trade here and we'll probably be scooping profits off of that as it's getting up to that point and re-adding in to the trade, because when we did that before, 6 months ago, it actually really performed well going into the run. And this run, if it's as violent as we think it's going to be, we're going to make a lot of money, guys. We're going to be making a lot of money. Especially if we're levered, leved and also spot and building that portfolio, very similar. This portfolio, holding this portfolio for 6 months, it's, we expect this portfolio is very mirrored to what my portfolio looks like, in terms of coin holdings, in terms of like what coins I'm holding. And so we expect, our portfolio as a whole and this tester portfolio to show in the next 6 months, at least bear case scenario, $200,000. I mean, and where else are you going to do that? Where the hell else are you going to do that in 6 months? Nowhere else. Nowhere else. Guys, nowhere else. Don't let anyone convince you. They don't understand. This is the only market and new thing that you can do right now to protect yourself from what inevitably is going to be happening with the US dollar. It's just it. It's just it. You have to learn this, or you are going to get ran over by the system. Learn crypto, and you will not get manipulated by the system. Your brain will get cracked open. You'll start to learn more about money, finance, how the system works, how it's so damn rigged. And the only thing that you need to be worried about is this right now. This is it. Okay? You'll thank me later. You'll thank me later. You just DCA'd my trading account instead of just my spot buy. Well, let's see. Okay, my strategy, it does work, but it doesn't mean that there's no risk in it. Like, there's 100% risk in this strategy. So it's a half split. You have your portfolio you DCA into, and your goal is to not touch that thing. Like, you DCA into that thing, and you hold that thing as hard as you can. until we start to get into those frothy areas that we've talked about of taking profits. And you just have patience. Have a DCA portfolio you don't touch. But then you have a completely separate account of BTC and stable coins that you can trade with, buy the dips with, and then also to put in your trading accounts. And then when you, and this is key, this is so key, when you trade with those funds and you are up 25%, and it all depends. You set the terms. You set the terms. You set the rules and strategy, because if you have rules and things set in place and you have certain points where you're like, when it hits this, I'm going to do this. And if you do it, it works. So the plan is you go into a trade. Say you're whether you're shorting or longing, doesn't matter. Shorting or longing, whatever you're doing. If you're shorting the resistance and you're longing the support, doesn't matter. If you're up on that trade and you're not swing longing it or whatever you're doing, you're just scalping, and say you just scalped $100 off of it, the trade went up 50% or 75%. Then your rule is you take that trade. If it's up 50%, take the money off and then set a stop loss at 0. So if the market decides to go down and invalidate what your original position was, you made money and you got out. And so you were able to get that 25% along with the margin that was left over in the account to break even. Boom, done. Exit strategy, done. Then when you've made that profit, you take that and you put it in your DCA account. So it's almost called, I think it's like kind of like an ATM strategy where you're using funds. The moment that you start to get up in profit, you take those profits and you secure them into a DCA hold. You can go as far as every time you make profits on a trade, you're taking 25 to 50% of those profits and putting them into Bitcoin. And before you know it, you're going to have a lot of money. And you're going to have a solid strategy that practices risk management, makes you aggressive in taking profits. It makes it to where you don't miss the opportunities. You're protecting your capital, and you are also trading on momentum of the markets, and you don't feel like you're having a fear of missing out. You just have a calculated strategy of DCAing, trading a little bit when you start to see momentum. The moment you see those profits, you take them and you roll them in to your DCA bags. Easy strategy. And it works. I've tested it. It works. The moment you stop doing that, it goes south, because that's what I did. I had a solid strategy like that. I built it up, built a trading account up of over $8,000 from starting at $100. Went to almost $8,000. And the moment that I started to deviate from that strategy, not doing my rule of taking the profits actively, putting it in there, or also setting the stop losses where you're not losing money, that's the moment that that account started to hemorrhage. And I'm just telling you this as full transparency, is that that's how you know your strategy works. That's how you stress test it. You're like, okay, that worked. And then the moment that I stopped doing it, then you see the negative results of it. So then that even validates the mechanisms of the strategy even more. And so I hope that helps. I hope that makes it to where you can possibly make adjustments in your strategy to then get exposure across all markets, but with having the best risk management weaved through it. Long-winded, explanation, but I think it really would help. All right, if you guys can get the likes up to 20 before we end the live stream, that would be absolutely amazing. I know there's some people in here that have been watching but have not actually hit the like button yet. We can get it to 20. And if you're watching on the TV, you got to do up, right, select. And that's how you hit the like button if you're watching on your TV on the YouTube app, where your TV's above your fireplace and you got a freshly skinned bear rug that you're laying on, sipping your glass of wine. Make sure you hit the like button as well. All right. With that being said, guys, have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed the ramblings, the rants, and the explanations of what is my thesis. Sometimes I feel like I'm going insane, but it's just that I sometimes I get the more I talk about crypto, the more I do this channel, and the more I talk with people outside of what I do, I feel so confident that we are early into something that is so special, like so with so much opportunity in it that we sometimes don't even realize like how good we have it being in the markets that we're in right now. Like we're so early, guys, to the point where it's like it's just like the internet. It's just like it. It's just like it. I've used this analogy so much, like when we were experimenting with online gaming and chat rooms and forums and all this stuff back in the early 2000s. It's the same. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same thing. So that's how you have to think about this. You have to think about it like that, which means you have to have patience. You have to have patience for sure in this game. All right, guys. I'll see you later tonight. Peace out.